The more time I spend in airports, the more I realize that they're kind of like their own cities. They have their own transportation systems, their own law enforcement agencies, restaurants, stores, customers, and businessmen, travelers, tourists, etc. And like most cities, they have their own history, interesting facts, Easter eggs, and tidbits. Here's my video on the most interesting places that I find in Boston Logan International Airport. We begin in Terminal C, where I'll show you my favorite spotting location due to its convenience. We'll walk towards the central parking garage and take the elevator up to the 7th floor. Once you arrive at the 7th floor, you'll walk outside onto the central parking garage and take an immediate left. This is the first spotting location. Here you have a good overview of the entire airport and also have access to the American Airlines gates, JetBlue gates, and Cape Air gates right below you. Here you'll be able to get pictures of aircraft taxiing by from Delta gates, United gates, and Air Canada. On a good day, if the weather is right, and if the winds are right, you'll be able to get aircraft departing and arriving as well. At this location, it's best to be here at around noon to early afternoon. That's when the lighting is the best for videos and photos. Here's an example of the view that you'll be able to get. That's JetBlue E190 taxiing by, and here are a couple photos that I got at this location. Right below us is Terminal C, the terminal that we just came out of, the JetBlue terminal. There's the chapel. We'll be talking about that a little later in the video. And off to the left side, you'll be able to see the departures and drop-off area of Terminal C. And unfortunately, if you are interested in videos, you might catch some horns honking occasionally, but that's usually not that big of a problem. That's the walkway to Terminal B that we'll be talking about later as well. Now, for my second location on the central parking garage, walk to the opposite side of the garage and you'll see Terminal E, the Internationals terminal, and the International Arrivals terminal as well. Here you'll be able to get, once again, a good view of JetBlue gates, but also all international flights. On a good day here, you'll be able to catch departures and arrivals depending on what runway they use. If you want to spot here, I suggest coming at around 11:30 to 4:30. That's when the most internationals arrive and depart. Here's just some photos that I've taken at this location. Now, moving on to the next spotting location. It's another garage. This one is the Terminal A garage, or rather the Terminal B garage. Here you see rocking chairs once you arrive there, and rocking chairs you'll find all over the airport. They're usually a telltale sign that it's a good location for either relaxing or taking photos and spotting if you're like us. Over here you have a good view of Air Canada gates and Delta Airlines gates. Also, the occasional United Airlines and American Airlines may taxi through as well. This one is slightly less convenient than the central parking garage, but you still do have good access to restrooms and restaurants. Now, another area that I find very, very good at Boston Logan International Airport are just the walkways in general. The walkways are glass on both sides and provide a great view for aircrafts and aircraft movement. Here I am, nose to nose with a Spirit Airlines A320, and I find that this is a good location for time lapses if you're interested in those kind of things. It's almost as if you're getting the same view as a ramp agent. Now, if you continue walking back towards Terminal C from the Terminal B and Terminal A parking garage, you'll find historical exhibits on the side of the walkway. This exhibit particularly was taken from the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, and I really appreciate how Logan Airport authorities have made it clear that you are indeed in the city of Boston. They give you a good taste of what the city is like and some interesting parts of the city before you even leave the terminal. Now, you'll be able to find exhibits similar to this and much like this all throughout the airport and the walkways if you decide to come for your flight a little early. Here is the Made in Massachusetts film posters. These are all movies that filmed either parts of scenes or the entire movie in the city of Boston or in the state of Massachusetts. Ted 2, no surprise there. Seth MacFarlane filmed it here. Captain Phillips, I personally had no idea that it was filmed in Massachusetts. Just to show you that you do learn lots about the city if you spend the time to notice the small details at Logan Airport. Now, if you follow this extremely long hallway of movie posters, you'll eventually find a staircase off to the side. This staircase brings you down to the airport chapel. So what exactly is so special about this airport chapel? There's chapels in pretty much every large international airport in the United States. Well, I'll tell you. It was built in 1946 by the Archdiocese of Boston, and it's the very first airport chapel ever made in the United States. The Our Lady of the Airways Chapel holds masses on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 12 p.m., on Saturdays at 5 p.m., and on Sundays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. That tree over there, I was told by the priest, is not a Christmas tree, it's a Veterans Memorial tree. And at the back, you're going to see other parts of history as well. These are plaques, memorial plaques and commemorative plaques. Over at the side, you're going to see a TWA 800 plaque in memory of all those from the city of Boston who lost their lives on that flight. And on the left side, you're going to see an American flag that's replacing the original American flag, which served as a 9/11 memorial that originally had all the names of every passenger and flight crew that took off from Logan Airport on one of those fateful flights. On the side of the 9/11 memorial, placed symbolically, is the Muslim prayer corner with a map pointing towards Mecca. This was placed here soon after 9/11 by the priest here to combat hatred and animosity towards the Muslim community. So you really do get a good sense of the history of the airport just from this one chapel. Now, another great location at Boston, probably the last location of this video that I really find worth sharing with you guys, is once again in Terminal C. It's right next to all the restaurants that you're going to be able to find at Terminal C, right next to the Burger King. And over there, you have an excellent view of, once again, JetBlue Airlines gates, but also Alaska Airlines gates, Spirit Airlines gates, and a good overview of Cape Air movement as well. And quite frankly, I think that there's nothing better than just sitting down, enjoying a burger and a Coca-Cola while watching planes move and people do their jobs at the airport. So that's pretty much it for my summary of Logan Airport and some interesting places that I thought were worth sharing with you guys. If I missed one of your favorite places, please tell me in the comments below, and thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.